How are y'all doing today? It's Veterans Day, and I first and foremost want to say happy Veterans Day to each and every person who took the time to serve in any capacity in our armed forces. I thank you. I appreciate your service and your level of sacrifice and dedication to protect the people of this nation. No matter what time and what year it was that you served, your kindness and your personal sacrifice does not go unnoticed. I appreciate you and I thank you for your commitment to be dedicated during the time in which you served. And even now, as many veterans, I'm sure, and those who have been in the military, once they come out, they still don't necessarily perhaps see themselves as civilians, because those who have served have a different mindset. They have a military mindset. They operate according to a different level of principles and, I guess you can say, regulations. And there's a different perspective on what their assignment is once they become enlisted. So what I'm sharing with you guys today, and it's not scripted, so it'll just kind of flow whichever direction it needs to go, but hopefully with the intention of encouraging you today. What I was thinking about, being it's Veterans Day and we're talking about those who have served in active military, I am reaching out to those who have enlisted at one point or one time or another in the army of the Lord. That's right, the army of the Lord. I know you guys have heard that song at some point in your life, if you're as old as I am, where it says, I'm in the army, right? In the army of the Lord, right? I'm a soldier. So this message is for all the soldiers out there. I am on a search and recovery mission today. And I feel like I'm getting teary-eyed already, because I think with everything that has gone on over the last few years with COVID, with even the hurricane that came through not too long ago, I think his name was Ivan. And even as Nicole has just passed through and she's probably still going on her way. Those are natural storms. Those are natural situations that many of us have had to go through, and they have made a huge impact or effect on our lives in ways that many of us have not had the opportunity to express, or have had the opportunity to even fully recuperate from. But how many of you know that in life, there's not just these external storms that come against you? There are emotional storms. There are mental storms. There are physical storms in your body. There are situations that come to attack you that sometimes you just don't know what to do, what to say, where to go, where to get help. You know, just like in a natural situation, your house is being bombarded and your roof is leaking and you need repairs, and you don't know who to call first because you may not even know how you're going to take care of the repair. Well, I'm here today to tell you that you are not alone, first and foremost, that you're not in this battle or this fight alone, and that you are not forgotten. I am on a search and rescue mission today to look for the soldiers who have fallen on the battlefield. I am on a search and rescue mission to look for the soldiers who have become weak and weary and well-doing. I am on a search today to find those soldiers who have almost given up and lost their hope, have lost their passion, have lost their faith. Because I'm here to tell you that no soldier is going to be left behind. I'm here to tell you that you are not alone, that this battle is not yours, it is the Lord's. I'm here to tell you that you can cast your cares. That's your cares, no matter if it's a mental care, a financial care, a physical care. You can cast your care upon the Lord because he cares for you. You're not forgotten. You may think that you have fallen and can't get up. You may think that you have been knocked out and you're out for the count. You're down for the count. And that the bell is about to ring and it's about to be over for you. But I'm here today to breathe a fresh air of a revival, a refreshing to your spirit, man, to tell you to get up, the battle's not done. To get up, to let you know that you're not finished fighting. That you can get up because the Lord will teach your hands to war and your fingers to fight. I'm here to encourage you to fight the good fight of faith, to lay hold of your eternal reward. not just the reward that's in heaven, okay? Because many of us in our upbringing may have thought that, okay, well, in the sweet by and by, that I'm going to receive my reward, my eternal reward. But let me tell you something, that this life that we're living right now, this life can be a life of abundance. It can be a life of peace in your mind. It can be a life of wholeness in your body, because that's what Christ came to do. He came to let you know that you can be free and liberated from all of those distresses, that you can be loose from captivity in your mind and the bondages that are keeping you in a mindset that will make you feel defeated. My God is able to do exceedingly and abundantly above all that you could ever ask or think. There's nothing too hard for him. So I'm here to remind you to get up from out of that place of low-mindedness. Get up out of that place of defeat. Get up out of that place where you feel like you just can't go on, because I'm here to tell you that those are lies. Those thoughts that you're hearing that wants to tell you to just give up, those are lies. Those lies that are coming to your mind to tell you that nobody loves you, that no one cares about you, those are lies. I'm here to speak the truth today to you, because the truth will set you free. I'm here to tell you can fight another day. I'm here to tell you that you're not alone in this battle, that there are people who are still on their post and who are still standing in this army of believers who are praying and interceding for you, who are believing for you. You may have had a praying grandmother. You may have had a sister in the church you used to attend who used to give you words of encouragement, that you may not have that relationship with them anymore. But guess what? I'm here on a search and rescue mission for you today. And I'm feeling passionate about this thing because I know that it is the heart of God, that he wants you to know that he loves you with an everlasting love. He has not forgotten about you. And even though you may feel like you're all alone, he has promised to never leave you nor forsake you. No matter how far you may have turned away from him, he is right where you left him. He is ever present help in a time of trouble. He is there to hear your cry. He is there to answer your prayers. He is there to turn your situation around. So know that God is for you. And no matter what you have done, I'm here to tell you that he can cleanse you. He can wash you and make you white as snow. He will cast those sins into the sea of forgetfulness. As long as you repent and you come to him humble with a repentant heart, he will hear you and he will help you. Now, let me tell you, it's not going to happen overnight. And it does take persistence, and it takes consistency. And it also takes you getting connected with people who are going to strengthen you in your time of weakness. Not people who are going to judge you, because I know many of you have probably gone to a church or a ministry where you felt that they maybe didn't love you, or you felt like they were judging you, or you just felt like you didn't fit in. I'm here to tell you that there is a place in the presence of God, in a relationship with him, where you always fit in, where you are the apple of his eye, that you have his undivided attention. Okay? You can have that type of relationship with him. So when you're in the midst of other people, when you feel like you're all by yourself, even when you're in a crowd, know that he's there. Know that he is there to bring you to your next level. He's there to bring you out of that dry place, out of that pit of despair. He's ready to give you a life of abundance and a life of happiness and full of joy. So I want to say to you today, for all those, I said I'm on a search and rescue mission. For all of you who were once in the church, all of you who were once ministers, I'm talking to the pastors who've turned away. I'm talking to the deacons who've turned away, the sisters, the mothers on the mother's board. I'm talking to the youth pastors and leaders. And I'm talking to everybody who once held a position in the house of God. It's time to get it together. It's time to come back. There are people that are dying on your watch because you're not on post. There are people who need to hear a word of encouragement, who need to be prayed and covered in intercession. There are people who need to hear a word in season, and you're not in your place to be God's hands extended, to be his voice to trumpet loudly in the earth that he is Lord and that he is available and ready to help and to assist. I'm calling you Come on. I'm not calling you only, but God is calling you. He's looking for us to stand in our rightful place, to put aside all the cares of the world that have been distracting us from doing what he created and purposed us to do. So if that's you, I'm calling you to come back into the fold, to come back into the army. Because let me tell you something, a veteran is somebody who was discharged from their condition, from their position, other than dishonorably, right? Not somebody who got kicked out. Not somebody who just went AWOL. I'm looking for those spiritual vets to come back in, to let you know that your service is needed, to let you know that your time is not over. You don't ever like get to unenlist from the service of the Lord, right? Now we go through our trials, yes, and I'm telling you, I got many testimonies, and I will share them. I got many testimonies. COVID, oh my gosh, going through that process, I'm still in the transition, but I haven't given up. It's been hard. I've been down. I've been knocked down, but I didn't tap out, because guess what? There's a fight to fight. I'm fighting for my life. And right now, as I'm speaking to you, I'm fighting for you. I want you to know that you can do it. I want you to know that you better not quit. You need to come on back in. Come on back in under the umbrella, under the covering. Come on back in. It's time to get it right. We're getting ready to go into a new year, people. And I know a lot of people are going to make New Year's resolutions, and you're going to make new vision boards and expectations. And I want to compel you to make sure that your relationship with God is high on your priority list. It needs to be first. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, and all these other things shall be added unto you. Put him first. Put him first. Again, you're the apple of his eye. He just wants to be that important to you. Put him first and see how your life will turn around. See how you will turn that frown upside down, right? Or you can have joy in your life. Aren't you tired of walking around feeling defeated? Aren't you tired of walking around with a frown, with nothing good to say, and not experiencing the fullness of life? Come on, life is to be lived and enjoyed, not to be tolerated. So I invite each and every one of you to turn back to your first love. If you once had a relationship with God and you feel like it's not quite where it used to be, because a lot of churches closed down during COVID. We went virtual. And then some people didn't even log on to do virtual, and they just gone astray. But I want to invite you to, come on, get back on your posts. Begin to pray again. Begin to seek his face again. To begin to have those conversations and those heart-to-heart conversations with him again, because he's listening and he's waiting to hear your voice. In Matthew, it says, what do you think? If a man has 100 sheep and one gets lost or goes astray, does he not leave the 99 and go into the mountains and seek the one which is astray, the one who is lost? Of course he does. Why? Because that one is valuable. That one means everything to him, just like the 99. So I want you to know that just because you may have gone astray for a minute, God hasn't forgotten about you. He hasn't begun to love you less. Those are lies from the enemy to make you think that you're better off on your own. But let me tell you something. Don't get caught up out there by yourself. Come back under the covering. And for those of you who have never known God, have never had a personal relationship with him, I invite you to begin to seek his face. I invite you to begin to seek for something outside of yourself that can help you to endure the battles of this life. I'm telling you, you'll receive a power and a strength that you never thought that you could accomplish the things that you'll be able to accomplish. But I'm telling you, it'll turn your life around. It will turn your life around. So I want to invite each and every one of you, if you don't have a church home in your local area and you're in Orlando, I attend City of Life Ministries at 6387 Colonial Drive. It is in the plaza with the Save-A-Lot. We have services at the Dream City Event Center at 10 a.m. on Sunday. I am inviting you to come out and worship with us And let me tell you something. We are a ministry. I won't say we're a church, because we're a kingdom people. We are kingdom people who believe in the word, believe in the power of God. We see the Spirit of the Lord show up and move, and deliverance takes place. So if you are in need of a time of refreshing in the presence of the Lord, if you are in need of some strength, if you need prayer, I'm inviting you to come out on Sunday, this Sunday, 10 o'clock at City of Life Ministries, where we have services at the Dream City Event Center on 6387 West Colonial Drive in Orlando. Come out. Come out. There's a people waiting there to greet you with open arms and a loving environment where you can receive what God has for you. Some encouragement, some strength, some support, with a group of people who love God's people and love those who want to know him and love those who are even not even sure. I invite you to come. And if you're going to stop by, y'all send me, drop me a line in my inbox. Let me know you're coming so I can just pray for you. Okay? Tell them Sister Ebony sent you. I love each and every one of you, and I hope you are enjoying your Veterans Day. I hope to come back more regularly because I miss you guys so much. It's been a long time since I have shared or have gotten on to speak with you. I miss each and every one of you, and I love you dearly, and God loves you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.